Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Dad Batch Podcast, episode 171. My name is Stevie Kicks, and I am one of your 5 hosts this evening. And with us, as always, the other Dad Batchers, your space daddies. First up, you know him as the Left Coast Avenger. We know him as Dadpool. It's Luke Yates. What's up, man?
What's up, boys?
How are you, dude?
Dude, I'm battling a sore throat right now, right before I leave for a little shred trip. And
I told you you're supposed to chew the glizzies before you swallow, dude.
no, I'm Pelican Brief over here.
That's why his throat is sore.
Hot dog eating contest. Yeah.
What are you doing this weekend?
Going on a little snowboard adventure this weekend. We finally
Sick.
got a little bit of new snow and gonna get actually a little bit more. So
Nice, dude.
yeah, it's like the first of the season. It's been like super dry up here.
Are your kids off all next week?
They are. That's the catalyst, going on midwinter break and trying to work while also snowboard with kids and entertain them.
Ridiculous. Good luck, man. You ready for tonight?
No.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Next up, this is my partner, Mr. Vocab, but you can call him Raimi Shanaday. What's up, dude?
Hey, how we doing?
Good, man. Matt, dude, I know you're probably going to talk about it on Workbench, but my playlist has been nonstop rotation, the stuff that you dropped. I won't burn it too much, so I'll let you hit that later.
Do you have a favorite?
Yeah, mine. You can go over those later.
Okay.
You good?
I'm good.
All right, right on. Next up, specialty costume manufacturer, painter, and grill master. It's Salt J, John Rodriguez. What's up, dude?
Yeah. Heyo.
Hey,
What's up?
Thanks for sporting the merch, dude. I appreciate that.
Oh, dude.
That's awesome. John the
man.
Man.
Dude.
Just
John
take
the
it off.
Man.
Take it. Yeah. Yeah, I love this shirt.
We have I think there's a second one. Did you ever get the second one on the site?
The holiday one?
No, there wasn't. I dropped an Argentina edition.
This is the Argentina one.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
there
see
you
the
go.
blue. There we go. Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Right on, dude. How you been?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Working.
Good.
Funny enough, my boss is here, so
No pressure. No pressure.
say nice things.
Speaking of the boss.
Lads, we've got company.
You want to sit with us? That's never happened before.
And finally, Scum and Villainy Cantina owner and proprietor and citrus tree enthusiast. Welcome back to the
Looking at my
Marauder. It's
online
JC
thing.
Reifenberg. What's up, dude?
Hey.
How are you?
Good. I'm here to talk about citrus trees. I have 20 of them on my property.
Oh.
If you guys know Michael McMaster, who builds droids, he and I bonded over citrus farming, and then we were like, oh, we both like Star Wars too. So
Naturally.
yeah, if anybody who has a citrus tree podcast out there and you want to hear about yuzu limes or Tarako blood orange, I'm your guy.
Oh my.
Oh, man.
Listening.
So
Everybody's gone.
are these are these planted in the ground, or do you have them like in pots, or
I started collecting citrus trees in 2016, 2017. I was renting a house at the time, and we started just keeping them in big pots. And then when we got my house in 2018, I was like, oh, I can put these in the ground now. And it still took, I think, 2 years to get them in the ground. But now, yeah, everything's in the ground. We have a couple like little ornamental ones in pots. Nobody cares. Like, what am I talking about? But we
It's
do
kinda
have
cool,
two
man.
Italian chinatos in stone pots flanking the staircase up to the rest of the citrus grove.
Oh man,
I
I might have
What do you
to.
have?
What's
Yo,
up?
bring some to the bar, dude.
I know. I've got
I'll
my
bring the
blood
little bag.
orange tree is popping. So anybody wants some Moro blood oranges? I can bring those
Yeah,
down.
dude. I'm
Now
serious.
what?
I'll make
Now
some
what kind of
juice.
dirt do you use? For
Yeah. What's your soil like?
Poop.
What kind of fertilizer is
Have,
that?
have you gone out to
Um,
Riverside and seen that one orange tree that they've gotten? I think it's like the original navel orange that's in like the big glass arboretum. That they
I
keep it protected.
haven't, but the UC Riverside citrus collection is like one of the best in the world. I do need to go out there. Yes, scurvy and villainy. Juice bar. It's
You know,
cool though. Like
We
I
gotta
don't know.
get we gotta get JC into our Discord because we actually have a thread in the Discord for farming and backyard
That's true.
stuff.
That's true.
I'm not joking.
Not even bar
We do.
stuff. It's not Star Wars. It's farming.
No,
Yeah.
Remy, you asked how much land I have.
Yeah. How big is your
We've
property?
got 35,000 square feet.
Okay.
Mhm.
So like just under like 3/4 of an acre. We got very lucky. And John, you were out to the house one time, I think.
I've
We got
seen it, yeah,
lucky. We bought the house in 2018 when like interest rates were really low. I live up by like the Santa Clarita, like just on this side of the Santa Clarita Mountains, north of Burbank, but south of Santa Clarita. And it's like where they like they filmed Lassie and Chips and like those things up there. So we're in an equestrian neighborhood. All my neighbors have horses. And so the property sizes are much bigger.
Mhm.
During the pandemic, when everything shifted and people wanted more space and they didn't want to be on, my neighborhood just blew up and just became absolutely unaffordable in every way. But
Damn.
so if you're looking at it now, you'd be like, whoa. I'm like, yeah, my house was half that much,
It's
literally,
crazy.
when we bought it.
That's
So-
wild.
It's wild.
That's how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it though. How cool is it? Like I see horses every day. My daughter's growing up in a world where like, oh, doesn't everybody? I mean, we don't have horses and we never will. But she's just like, oh, everybody's got horses.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's normal.
Yeah.
It's
There's a neighborhood near us that has like the bridle trails through it that have some houses a little further out that have the property for horses. And then there's like these connective like bridle trail, horse trail kind of things that connect to the like footpaths and bike paths and stuff. It's pretty sick.
A lot of the roads in my neighborhood were not paved. They were like gravel until like 15 years ago.
Cool.
And I'm in Los Angeles. I mean, I'm Los Angeles County. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's rad.
So it's pretty cool.
Nice.
Dude,
we cover all topics here.
That was just not
That
where
was
I
the most
expected to start. this
diverse
conversation.
topic we've
And
ever had.
interested too. Yeah, we're like
I
that's
kind
And it
of
was interesting. Yeah,
yeah.
that was
I
good.
kind of want to like
Keep talking about it.
no,
we
I
need to
want to
bring
like
him on Paranoid to talk about the citrus farms and citrus trees
Oh.
Yeah.
on the other pod. So Luke and I have a pod too. We talk about weird stuff, and I mean that sort of fits the bill. So
It's like X-Files meets the Ninja Turtles, basically.
yeah,
Oh, that's fun.
But
I'll
citrus
come on and
trees.
talk about citrus
yeah.
all day.
Anyway,
I feel like there should be like a special limited drink at the bar now, just using your citrus.
I really want to do that with the blood oranges, and like I have video on my Instagram, I think, of me picking and juicing the blood oranges. And if you've ever seen like, I mean, it literally, you know why they're called blood oranges. But I want to make like a blood orange syrup or something to put on the drinks. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you can only get it in the month of February. But now that I have 3 blood orange trees, maybe we could stretch it out.
Dude, yeah,
Good call.
that's it. I love it.
Yeah.
All right.
God, I don't
Ah,
hold on. One question.
yes.
Is it orange season? Like you just said February. Is it like orange harvesting season? Because I'm up in the
In-
Northwest, we don't have that.
Yeah, in LA,
That's crazy.
this zone, most like oranges are ready to pick like late January, early
Wow.
February.
What a trip.
Lemons kind of go like a lot of lemons will go all year, a lot of limes will go all year, but like and there's some navel oranges in Washington and Valencia oranges that'll go in the summer.
Yeah,
Or
yeah. A little,
season.
they're further east and stuff though for us. Yeah.
Anyway, if you ever
Cool.
wondered
Sorry
what
to derail, yeah,
qualifications
that was
it takes when I'm not doing Star Wars.
When you said February, I was like, wait a minute. That seems like that would be the harvesting
That's
for
now.
them the way you said
This
it.
is Southern California, baby.
Dude, I love the Cali vibe. Love that.
All right. Well, that actually brings me to my next question, because we talked about the blood orange garnish or whatever. But I wanted to ask you guys, because we've been doing this thing like the past few weeks where I just come up with like this, I don't know, icebreaker question. What did we say last week? First job?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it- Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to ask you guys, in honor of JC being here, what is your favorite cocktail? I'm gonna go first. So, believe it or not, it's a dirty martini. That's it.
The olive
Very
juice
simple.
is
Not
good,
the thing
right?
to say.
And it's got to be, it's got to have the vermouth. It's got to have
Shaken, not stirred.
you know what? Either way, as long as it's dirty.
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 What about you, John?
If I had to choose, I usually drink beers if I have an option. But
Nope,
if
not
I have
so.
to choose a cocktail, I'll do a Fernet and Coke
Mm.
Nice.
all day.
Nice.
All day.
You're one of those weird Fernet people.
I'm from Argentina, dude. That's all they drink there. It's that and beer, like literally.
The I'll go because it'll play off of this. I think Fernet is the most disgusting thing in the world.
It's bitter, right?
You can't
Isn't
drink it
like,
alone. It's
It's-
super bitter. Yeah,
It's
you can't drink it
and
alone.
it's like black licorice-y almost in a way.
You
um,
can't drink it alone.
But we had a cocktail on our menu called the Fernet Verending Story, and it was 2 types of Fernet, root beer, and a couple other things, and nobody ordered it. Nobody, because nobody likes Fernet. And I was like, this is actually
JC. Let's do a Fernet and Coke drink, please. It's an Argentina staple.
so so the Fernet Verending Story, so you know it as a different drink. We changed the name
Yeah.
to Atreyu's Tears.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And when you would order Atreyu's Tears, we had a plastic horse that would sit on the edge of the glass. So it would be like
so it'd be
sit
like
right
hanging
here.
off the yeah.
Yeah, and when we handed you the glass, we knocked it into the glass and it sunk to the bottom. And we'd hit a button. We had Stream Decks. We have Stream Decks behind the bar. And we'd hit a button on the Stream Deck, and it would play the scene from Neverending Story where Artex the horse is drowning and Atreyu's crying and screaming, not for Artex to give up, and then he dies. That drink went from selling like never to we don't have it on the menu anymore because we bought Amazon out of every single tiny plastic horse. Like there are no more. You can't order them anymore. We sold through it that quick. It was pretty. I mean,
Yeah, I remember that drink. It did sell well. I remember that.
and it
But
was
I'm
it's really tasty actually. And that's the other thing. I would always recommend that drink to everybody because there is, like you said, like Coke or root beer. There's something about the flavor.
that one had root
profile.
beer, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, of the like the dark soda that.
It's the dark soda and the sweetness that goes good with that bitterness.
Yeah,
It's just, if
balances.
you get the ratio right, it's just so good. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, dude. We'll talk later off pod about it, just so people don't leave. But I'm telling you, dude. All right. Anyway. Okay.
My favorite though that we have is, and I'm just gonna plug Scum and Villainy. We have a True Blood Orange Margarita that is non-alcoholic because I quit drinking like 10 years ago. Not for any reason other than I got old enough that drinking alcohol gave me horrible heartburn. And I was like, I don't want to sleep standing up, so I stopped. But the it uses like a ritual non-alcoholic whiskey, and blood orange. There you go, blood orange syrup, and then some other stuff. That's my favorite.
Nice.
Or I like in general like a virgin strawberry Moscow Mule.
Ooh, that sounds amazing.
All right.
Sounds really good.
What about you, Luke?
I'm a lightweight and I need clean burning fuel. John's answer like gives me a hangover just hearing about the that drink.
Fernet and Coke.
Yeah. Like any
Yeah.
like time I mix sugar with alcohol, like even if I just have like
one and done,
a
dude.
margarita, it just destroys my tummy and
You
gives
don't
me
need more than one. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna try it. of course, but
We'll
At my
try
own
it next time you come down. You'll be here WonderCon, right?
yes.
I'm
we
bringing
will.
the Fernet. We're
Okay.
doing it.
Okay. Headaches for everybody.
I don't think Fernet's got a
No.
ton of alcohol in it. Like it's not gonna. It's not
like
like doing
35%.
tequila shots. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That's funny because I was gonna say tequila and soda is my
No, it's more than
favorite.
that. It's more than that.
Yeah, I
No.
like just tequila and soda. Like that, just like a little bit of that together. Like, woo, it's good.
Your Topo Chicos.
And a little Topo Chico, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
Raimi?
Fernet is 80 proof, so 40%.
Oh, soda. That does have a kick to it.
That was close. Anyway,
For me, I like vodka, so like a Moscow Mule's good. Vodka martini. I haven't tried like a huge variety of cocktails, so I don't know a lot about other
Yeah.
kinds.
Yeah.
So, kind of like John, I usually just get a beer for the most part, but I do like a good vodka. So I'll usually try something that's got that in it.
JC, can we when we go by the bar, can we come up with like a drink? Can we
So
a Bad Batch drink?
That's drink.
Yeah.
We can talk about that in a little bit. We're doing some things at Scum and Villainy coming up.
Nice. Yeah. Well, let's talk about that on the workbench. But before we get into that,
Can I ask some questions about the Dad Batch?
yeah,
I have-
absolutely.
sure.
John, when you turned around, the Admiral Akbar soccer player on the back of that shirt,
It's actually not Admiral Akbar.
the
It's me.
red squid-like character of you on the back of that shirt looked like it had a CS on the shirt. What's CS?
Well, Luke, would you like to explain that?
The CS here, flip around and let me see it. Is it CS? I don't remember CS. Is it a number? Is it your number, John?
Can you see it?
Dude, I
Oh,
can't.
Yes, on Akbar or on John's right.
John
shoulder.
Calamari. Oh, I think it's just the stripe. It's just the stripe of the shirt, like it's like ruffled and going over.
No.
his shoulder.
It
No,
was
no.
something. It was
There's
something.
two
Oh, it's
letters.
actual,
There's two letters in
I-
Arabish on there.
I think it's
Oh,
Arabish
probably-
and
Arabish.
it's
probably
DB.
for Dad Batch.
Yeah, it's DB in Arabish.
Okay, sorry, I didn't recognize
But
it.
those aren't the
I did
letters.
that a while ago.
DB.
Sure,
it
that's
not?
DB.
Or is it not?
I am
Those-
not.
those
I am
aren't
not
the
That
letters.
looks
sure.
like
DB.
that's like one of those tattoos that a girl gets in college on her
It means
collarbone.
yeah. It means
No.
It means
Don't
that's
question it.
that's in Chinese, and it doesn't
Hold on,
actually. It means like
No.
breakfast burrito, but they say it means hope.
No way, dude. Hold on.
It means reflection, but it actually
No,
means hot
Yeah.
because
pockets.
I remember it might not
Yes.
be DB, but I do remember that you did.
It
a
might be John
specific thing.
Calamari. Oh, it might be John Calamari.
Not
like
Jay.
Jason.
No, it's a C and an
no.
S.
It's a
You know
CS.
what?
CS.
I am very fluent in Orabesh.
What is
Anybody,
CS?
if you guys want to know what it takes, that
Hold on,
is
hold on.
C, or no, that's SC.
SC
Well, yeah, in that
soccer
case,
club,
SC.
maybe
Soccer
for soccer
club.
club. Yeah,
It's
maybe
dude.
for soccer club.
On John's camera.
I don't think I've ever said the word soccer
yeah,
club.
John's
my camera's
backwards
backwards.
on his camera. That's why.
His camera's always flipped.
Oh, okay, soccer club.
Oh, my
That's
camera
my
is
final
flipped.
answer.
Hold on, is it soccer club?
No,
dude,
I don't
it's-
think it is.
it does mean something. We'll
It
definitely
has
get back
to.
to you about that.
I honestly probably meant it to say like Dad Batch or like Alpha Ignition or something, but I don't
Damn,
remember what
I'm
I
drawing a
wrote.
blank too. I remember you were like, I'm gonna put this here. And I was
SC
like,
Skeleton
that's a good
Crew.
idea. That's it.
That
Skeleton
was it.
Skeleton Crew?
That's
Really?
Because that's
Oh,
where my character.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, that's
'Cause that's-
right. Okay.
that's what he was
That's
in.
what it was.
There's
That's what
the
it was.
There it is.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Good
Very
lord.
good.
Woo.
Only did the
Now
artwork like a
everybody
year
can
ago.
rest- yeah, everybody can rest easy tonight, knowing.
That's gonna
Oh
drive
my
me crazy.
God.
I used to in high school take, not that I was a very good student, but I used to take notes in Aurebesh. So even though it's been 30 years since I was in high school, I used to take all my class notes in Aurebesh. So I'm pretty that's
You're
pretty
with it.
burned into my brain.
Yeah.
there.
No, yeah.
And that was
Oh,
before
man.
like you could go to Disneyland and get the thing. This is like 1996. That's how old I am.
Oh
And
my God.
I had the Star Wars Monopoly, and on the instruction manual for the Star Wars Monopoly, I know they've released 9 million versions, but this was the first version. It
Sick.
came with a credit, and on the back of the instruction manual for Star Wars Monopoly, it had the translator for Aurebesh. So I
Oh,
memorized it
cool.
and
Oh.
started writing in it. People thought I was crazy. I mean, still it's Scum and Villainy. Not as much today, but when we opened, people would come in with the name tags from Disneyland,
Yeah.
and it would just be in Aurebesh. And I'd be like, "Oh, hey Matt, what's going on?
No
You
way.
know,
That's cool.
Hey, Steve, and people would be like, "How do you know my name?" I was like, "It's written on your chest." And then they get even more confused. Like, you can just walk up to me and read that.
That's
You're like, yeah.
A lot of nerd,
dork.
and a lot of nerd. Up
I own
there.
a space bar. Come on.
yeah.
What nerd are you?
Yeah. Oh, that's so good.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Well, let's get
Wait,
into
I've
it.
got more questions. I'm just
Oh yeah. No, go ahead.
listen. You guys are the dad batch. You know, you're right. And that's one of my questions. You have to be a dad to be on the part of the show.
Not necessarily, no.
It kind of started that way, but
We have
We've
a
loosened up.
we have
It was a
Space
running
Uncle-
joke. I
We have
think.
Space Uncle.
Yeah, we have
Okay.
a
Yeah,
Space
yeah.
Uncle.
We've had ladies on the show that aren't
We've had women on
fathers.
the
so-
As a guest, though, but as a core member, it started because
Oh.
you guys were all dads.
It did start. We were dads, and we all were like costume builders and prop builders and stuff.
And was it
We
was there like just serendipity one day where like Rad Batch came out and you guys were all hanging out at like WonderCon and like looking at each other, and all of a sudden you're like,
you're like,
holy
I
shit,
have an
we all look
idea.
like the Rad Batch? Or was it
No.
like, was there like two of you and then you recruited like, we need a couple bald people? How are we gonna do that? How did
I
it-
mean,
how did
I
it take
mean,
out?
no.
That's a good question. That's a good
I mean,
question.
I guess like the origin story a little bit is I just started working on Hunter on my own, and I had met. I remember seeing a tech on Instagram that I had never met. It was a new guy from San Diego, and I went to a sale that Imperial Surplus was having, and the
was with
dude
you
brought
at
the
that.
helmet. And I was like, "Oh, cool helmet! Like it looks like the dudes from Instagram." This one dude, he's like, "Oh, that's me." And I was like, "Oh, crap!" Like I'm working on this costume. He's like, "Oh, I'm working on this," or whatever. And I'm not exactly sure how everyone else fell into their characters. Was it just a looks thing, or did like everyone's like, "Well, I'll do this,"
Well,
because
no,
that was
I
kind of what I had
wanted-
longer hair.
I wanted to do Wrecker before I was bald.
like
when
Hunter too.
we left
I love this.
Lucasfilm, and we were choosing characters.
That's when we were deciding that. That was it.
Like I wanted to do Wrecker, but it was just like we were just talking about it.
Right.
And then when I got a bad haircut during lockdown, and then I just said F it, shave it all.
Record time.
I was just like, well, I'll eat into it, and I've just been shaving my head for the last 6 years.
Nice.
Yeah. But that's.
and
I guess that's.
I already had the Lobot costume, so doing Echo made sense.
Yeah, that's why
That was like a
you're like,
logical
yeah,
connection, right?
it was a good transition. And
Okay,
Brian
I'm
was
done.
like, I like being a sniper.
Brian's just crotchety.
I like shooting guns.
Brian
and
personality is Crosshair, so
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird how we all individually like resemble our characters physically and the personalities. It was serendipitous, I would say. Except for Luke. Luke's just
I'm an anomaly.
yeah.
I'm my own anchor in my own universe.
through space and time.
He's representing the Disney merger, just being Deadpool hanging out all the time.
That's right. That's right.
Darth Pool.
Yep. But I'm a dad, so it counts.
Yeah.
Got two
All right, I'm
wild
done.
kids.
You guys can have your show back now. I'm done asking questions.
was
Let's
good.
see, where was I? Okay, let me do this last plug and then we can go into Workbench. Thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. If you'd like to show your support for the show, become a patron and join the All Access Elite Squad on our Discord, or check out our merch store at thedadbatch.com.
This garbage is nothing like clone armor.
Looks a little tight on you, old man.
Yeah, at least I know how to wear it.
That's right, everybody. It's time for the weekly Workbench. All right, gentlemen, who is working on what?
Ooh. Am I going first here?
Yeah.
All right. I'm working on something so immense that it comes with a disclaimer that I have to read so I don't get in trouble with the government. This will make sense later. I'm sorry. Everybody who has to listen. I'm going to read it fast like a ED ad disclaimer at the end. We are testing waters to gauge investor interest in offering under regulation crowdfunding. No money or other consideration is being solicited. If sent, will not be accepted. No offer to buy securities will be accepted. No part of the purchase price will be received until Form C is filed, and only through WeFunder's platform. Any indication of interest involves no obligation, commitment of any kind. Okay, what does that mean? We are opening a new Scum and Villainy. It's called Scum and Villainy Rendezvous. Rendezvous is the name of a ship. So we're going to have 2 floors of this Scum and Villainy. And the headcanon is the Rendezvous is a ship. The captain of the ship, the person who runs the ship, is a cross between like Benicio del Toro's Collector and Indiana Jones, in that like he's kind of like, that belongs in my museum kind of thing. And the Rendezvous has a dimensional drive, which is able to skip through the multiverse, Deadpool. And the guy collects items of pop cultural significance and displays them on the ship. So the upstairs of the new Scum and Villainy location, which will be in Burbank, California, is going to be like the viewing deck of this spaceship. And the downstairs is going to be a holodeck that's running a simulation of our favorite bar from our home planet of Hollywood.
Sick.
So that's the headcanon of it.
Dude.
That's what we're working on. We are doing a crowdfund campaign. It's similar to a Kickstarter, except that it's an equity crowdfund. So you actually like own a little piece of Rendezvous.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a bunch of thank yous for people who invest in Rendezvous. That's what I'm supposed to call it, not perk. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you things. While you're listening to this and you don't want to see my face, you can go to scumandvillainy.com or foundingfleet.com and check it out. We've got a bunch of really cool like thank you gift things, like hang out behind the scenes on my other podcast, or on my other podcast. I've already taken over on my podcast, Pod of Rebellion, which is the ones we do with it's the Rebels rewatch that we do with the cast of Star Wars Rebels. There's like hangout on Zoom with Kevin Smith. There's stuff where you can like we call it joining the fleet, and as a fleet member at different levels, you get access to buy like gift cards at a discount. So if you're like always coming to Scum and Villainy, you can get like at one of the tiers, you can get like 20% off gift cards. So it's essentially like this running 20%. At another tier, I think there's 30% off. So like you can, if you pre-buy gift cards, you get 30% off anytime you, like essentially 30% off anytime you go into Scum and Villainy and spend the money. The location is directly under the AMC 16 in Burbank, which was the busiest, most profitable movie theater in the country. So if you're going to go see a movie someplace, you can go there and then come downstairs afterwards and hang out with everybody else who you just saw the movie with. And since it's rude to talk in a movie, but you are going to want to talk about it afterwards, you can just come and hang out at our spot instead of like,
You thought of all the angles, dude.
house. You know,
It's a good angle.
Good. You c- come chat with a beer. Come chat with
Yep.
yeah.
you know,
So we're
a-
just upping it. If you've been to Scum and Villainy Cantina in Hollywood, there's about, I don't know, maybe 1,000 square feet that is like customer facing, maybe like 1,200. And then there's a bunch of space that's like wasted space and kitchen and bathrooms. Rendezvous will be like 2 times the size, 2.5 times the size, probably. Like the entire building of Hollywood is like 3,000 square feet. And I think we're going to have like 5,100 ish square feet at Rendezvous. But because we're designing it, it's empty. We're designing it from the ground up. The space is all being used way more efficiently.
more optimized, right?
Nice.
Yeah.
Sick. And JC, I had a question that most people ask when I bring up this location, the new location. Is there a thought about when you might open? Because I know things are still being worked on. There's still a do, but
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on that?
We the goal was to be opening in the early summer, but encountered, as you always do when you're working
realistically.
with governments and permits and stuff. So the hope right now is to open in the fall. It's all dependent on a bunch of different things, from getting permits to how fast construction is going to cost, wherever the tariffs may be falling at any given point,
Right.
and things like that. But the goal would be to be open in the fall of 2026. If you put that picture back up, also, like I can talk about some of the stuff in the photo.
Yeah,
So
cool.
if you're looking at the photo, everything in here is just kind of like stuff we made up for like the artistic rendering. But you're sitting right now, this is the view sitting in this booth that's going to be raised. So like during a karaoke night or a Kevin Smith podcast, this will be their view of the restaurant.
Cool.
And you can see like Hollywood only has 5 booths. This has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8 is the booth that we're sitting in.
Wow.
In the upper right, that is the window from the viewing deck of the spaceship that will look down into the holodeck. So this entire room, we're hoping to projection map. And so like every hour, it'll like glitch out a little bit and you'll get like holodeck scan lines or like matrix code over every surface, or like X-Men Danger Room panels everywhere.
Yeah.
And then if you look on the left, the ceiling in that room is 26 feet tall. So if you look on the left above the booths there, we are putting in like that's going to be the collection. So if you think of it almost like a multiversal version of Doc Ondor's den at Galaxy's Edge, that's all just going to be cool stuff from different fandoms. Like one of the things we were talking about doing is having like those magazine racks that you see, but the magazine rack would be filled with all of the different magical books from all the different multiverse. So like Book of the Dead from the Mummy, Wanda's book from
Multiverse of Madness.
Multiverse, the book from Hocus Pocus, like, and so
Yeah.
it's all of that kind of like stuff from like the most
Never-ending storybook.
like
the
the
mask in
most
there, bro.
obvious stuff that you've ever seen to like the most like tiny little obscure thing. The thing I think I'm most excited about though is the reason we're saying like founding fleet or join the fleet is when you invest, when you put a reservation in to invest, you will join the fleet, and the number order that you put your reservation in is like your TK number, as if it was the 501st.
Sweet.
And so like I don't know, we're at like just over 400 people right now, so like we're still like way down. Like, could you imagine if you were like TK 0001, right? That's what we're doing, and what you'll be able to do is we're going to offer the chance where you'll go in and you'll kind of be in the academy, and then you'll be able to take this personality test, and the personality test will be questions like you're in your starfighter and the hyperdrive went out, and your 28-day trip using your sublight engines from the nearest habitable planet where you can get it repaired. You have a single movie on your data pad that you can watch over and over and over. What is it? And then we'll give you a list of like Empire Strikes Back, The Last Jedi, Princess Bride, Fellowship of the Ring, The Terminator, Wall-E. And you'll have this long list. And based on your answers to things like that, who would win in a fight? Darth Vader, Batman, Xenomorph, Predator, right?
Yeah.
Based on your answers, you're going to get placed into squadrons. And so each squadron will also have like a uniform and things. So like you were saying earlier, you guys all kind of like came together like the actual Bad Batch did. You guys will be able to take the personality test and get placed into squadrons and be with people who have the same kind of personality quirks and backgrounds that you have. And then even if like some people were like, oh my gosh, I'm in Ohio or I'm here, we're going to have a private Discord. So people who are in the fleet will have like access to the Discord, but then people who are in each squadron will have squadron Discords. So if you're in Ohio and like this is like at $100 level, $100 level, you get in and you're out in LA for Celebration, the 50th anniversary of Star Wars Celebration, you can walk into Scum and Villainy Rendezvous in Burbank and find people. Squadrons will have squadron colors. And when you come in and you're in a squadron, you'll be able to get like a puck that you can not mandatory, but you can put on your table. So if like you guys are all in, and they'll be more creative than this, but let's say Gold Squadron, you'll have a yellow disc on your table that shows you're on Gold Squadron. The people from Ohio or New Jersey or Australia who come over and they're like, oh, I'm in Gold Squadron, but I don't know anybody because I'm not from here. Even on a random Tuesday, you'll be able to find people and you'll already have the icebreaker because you'll already know they all picked Empire Strikes Back. So it's like finding ways to like connect people face to face.
It's your instant squad, man. That's
Insta
awesome.
squad, bro.
So KD asked, will there be pigs in space? No, but we should definitely do a Muppets night. Definitely do a Muppets night. So just even like other fun stuff, like my wife Jen designs bars and restaurants, and the ceiling, like I said, is 27 feet tall. She's like, how do you light the bar? So we're like, and again, disclaimer, everything I'm talking about is conceptual right now. Like we still are finalizing designs and everything. So don't sue me, but the goal would be that the bar top is going to be have a LED array underneath it. So when you sit down at the bar. And if you've ever been to Scum and Villainy, we have like a Ghostbusters toasted marshmallow martini drink. When you order it, the bar plays the Ghostbusters theme song, and Slimer shows up and Stay Puft Marshmallow Man on our projector screens. Well, now the bar is going to be projection mapped, so they'll fly around the bar and like punch through the wall and stuff like that. But the bar top, I was like, oh, if we did an LED array underneath the bar top could ooze green.
Yeah.
To go along with that. But my wife was like, oh, you could have like Pac-Man chasing ghosts across the bar top. So I want to do a Pac-Man shot where when you order the shot, you get a big button and you hit the button and the Pac-Man theme will play, and Pac-Man will chase a ghost across the bar, and wherever Pac-Man eats the ghost, whatever bar stool that's in front of, that person gets a free version of the Pac-Man shot. Again, because if John's sitting over here and somebody else is sitting over here, all of a sudden this person's like, what just happened? Why did Pac-Man eat a ghost in front of me? They get a free shot. It'll be like, oh, that guy bought
like, yo,
shot. Yeah, and like, hey, yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
You've made connection, right? Like so much of what happened, especially during the pandemic, is like, it's amazing because we're on StreamYard hanging out, talking, but like you lose the like wonderfulness of being in the same physical space as somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people, I mean, me included, like I used to be down at Scum and Villainy all the time and just around everybody and like talking to everybody. And even now when I go out, there's a lot of people I like, it's a little intimidating for me sometimes. So like we're setting everything up to like break down those walls and break down that armor that you put yourself in very like easy and genuine ways for people to connect again. Anyway, sorry, we've been on for 45 minutes and I've talked 42.
Wow,
that's
epic.
That is epic. Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
Scumandvillainy.com or foundingfleet.com if you want to learn more, because is it going to be cool. That's the last thing I'll say on it is we could have done a WeFunder or a Indiegogo or any of those types of things, but Scum and Villainy in April of this year will have been open for 9 years. And the thing that Jen and I, like Scum and Villainy would not be there today, would not have survived being a pop-up, all those things, if the community that found each other through Scum and Villainy Cantina didn't exist. And so we're doing the equity crowdfund because we don't want it to be like the Jen and JC bar anymore. We want it to be like the community bar, and that way everybody has an opportunity to have at least a little piece of it, right? Like a brick at Disneyland. You're like, I own 2x2 inch thing of Disneyland. It's like that. I want everybody to feel as if they have a little bit of ownership in the thing that they're helping to build.
Dude, so rad, man. Congrats. That's awesome.
Thank
you.
Super awesome.
All that info is posted in the chat as well.
Oh man, I can't wait.
Dude, I know.
And the best part, if you've ever been to Scum and Villainy Hollywood, you're like, where the F do I park? Burbank has
best part.
Thousands of free parking spaces within like a 5-minute walk. Like 5,000.
It's such a good location. Yeah, there's also street parking. If you look close, if you're willing to walk a block and a half, there's some nice little street park in there. There's also the underground structure. There's a structure around the corner. There's another structure. Yeah,
the old IKEA parking lot, which is always absolutely empty. You could park there and walk there, and it's Burbank. It's not Hollywood, so like you don't have to worry about Hollywood type things happening the same way that you do.
Yeah, the police don't mess around in Burbank.
Yeah, so
dude,
that's what I've been working on. And
rad.
And I got a UV printer that I'm playing with.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
UV Make E1 people.
Dude, you should print up some mini horses and get those going again.
Well, that would be the problem is that anything that comes out of either an FDM or resin printer isn't food safe.
Not good for on the side of a drink, I guess. That's true.
Eventually, one day.
Lacey asked, "Wait, there's no more IKEA in Burbank. It moved south into this giant building. The original IKEA is not there anymore."
No, yeah. It is very big. Sick. Do you have anything else you want to add?
I mean, I could talk about
Just
it
to
for
wrap it
hours.
up.
We did a 5-hour live stream last Saturday where I talked about it with Kevin Smith for 5 hours. So,
So no.
if anybody in the chat has questions, I'm happy to answer questions. Otherwise, like, I'm sick of hearing the sound of my own voice. I'm sure everybody else is. So,
I just can't wait, and I'm sure John's gonna give us the go ahead when we need to come by and help move boxes and stuff. But I can't
Hollywood's staying open.
Hollywood's not closing, dude.
Hollywood's not closing. So
wait.
this is not moving. This is all new. Like all new. Like Hollywood opened like as a pop-up bar in it took over like this old like punk rock place. You know, that's why like we had the engine taps. So like that was like people on this podcast will understand the reference. Like the Hollywood Scum and Villainy is like Coruscant, where it's like a thing built on a thing built on a thing. Like it's just layers of a million different things deep.
Mm-hmm.
The space we are moving into is literally concrete and drywall. There's nothing in there. We're putting in all the plumbing. We're putting in all the electric. Like there's literally not electricity in it right now at all. So like we are going basically as close to a ground up build as you can, because my dreams for Hollywood when we opened were so much bigger than we had the ability to execute because of the space. And now after almost a decade, I'm like we opened and that was like the pre-alpha. That was version like 0.03.
The beta. Yeah.
And then like I've worked for 10 years to try to make it like get it to almost like a beta version. This is going to be like it's like Windows, right? We're skipping Windows 9 and just going to Windows 10. Like this is that thing. Like we're going like from what you've gotten used to in Hollywood, we're skipping like 3 generations ahead to like what I hoped Hollywood would have been at launch.
Oh man, I can't wait.
All right, yeah, it's gonna be really good.
Also, oh my god, okay, I'm gonna keep talking. Sorry, but like, look, see what we're doing right now. On the second floor, the spaceship set. We have an 18-foot by 6-foot LED wall that will look like you're looking out to space. So picture like the end of Empire Strikes Back, right, where the droids and Luke and Leia are looking out. So imagine that. But it's also going to be wired for live stream and recording. So right now, if we wanted to do Rad Batch in Hollywood, the way that it's set up, we have to close down the bar, or everybody who's coming in to get a drink who doesn't care about Rad Batch, the blasphemers, have to listen to us talk about stuff that they may not care about, right?
Yeah.
So the rendezvous, the downstairs is the downstairs. So if Kevin Smith or Katie Sackhoff wants to do her podcast there and wants to sell 150 tickets, they can be downstairs and people can come in and still hang out upstairs, and it's separate.
Yeah.
Or if we wanted to do Rad Batch upstairs, because we're like, I bet you'd like 20 or 25 people would come and watch us do the show. We can do Rad Batch upstairs, and like dropping the graphics in and everything can be put up on the LED wall. So we can all be in chairs hanging out, and the graphics can be on the LED wall. Or like if Luke is not down here, he can be up on the LED wall
hell yeah,
next to the graphics, and we can put like a monitor up, so we're looking at the main camera. We see him is underneath the monitor, so we're looking at him. He's looking at us, but the audience and anybody looking, he's up in the corner, so we're not getting, or maybe he's down low, so the main camera has him in it, or we drop a TV on a stand and his face is on the stand, and we can actually cut to him because all the cameras will be pan tilt zoom, so you'll be able to hit a button and zoom in on close-ups of people from like the side camera,
or just have a faceless mannequin and have it project onto them
on his face,
or
yeah.
the face will talk, yeah.
Hey,
Or do
that's
the
Disney,
mannequin-
that's how Disney does some of their stuff now.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Or do the
Um,
mannequin and put like a
alright.
tablet in the torso and do it like Krang from Ninja Turtles. Like I'll do like the brain inside of Krang.
But it's like I want to. I talk about like I want to democratize content creation, or democratize like the ability to get face to face with your audiences. There's so many amazing content creators in LA that have huge followings that like there's no affordable, safe spot for them to go and do things if their audience isn't going to spend a bunch of money to see them live. You know, Armchair Expert can go and sell out the Hollywood Bowl, but like what does Dad Batch do? What does Thank the Maker do? What is like, this is a spot, you know, what does Carly King do? Or you know, any content creator that's like under 2 million subs. Like, here's a spot where you can go, you can change the background so everybody's show looks different, everybody's branding is on brand for what they're doing, but that they can just turn stuff out without having to rent a studio space for $5,000. And if they want to invite their audience there, it's a public space, so it's like you don't have to worry about somebody knowing where you live or following you home or any of those types of things.
Dude. Man, oh man. Yeah. Can I change my drink to what JC is having? Because he is cooking, man. What?
Wild Berry Celsius.
I like it. That's insane, man. Congratulations. That just sounds
awesome,
like you have
dude.
all
It's
the
gonna be
runway,
great.
all the runway for, you know, exploring the space and figuring out how it's gonna end up. It's awesome.
So that's what was on your workbench for
That's what he's
the
been
week?
working on.
Just for the
Yeah.
week.
That's just this week, yeah.
That's been going, that's been going since last. We started negotiating the lease on that space last October 24. So a year and a half I've been working on that. Anyway.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, we can't wait. And then I think we posted a link for it in the show notes, but we'll be sure to add that.
Check it out. Look, even if you are like, I don't have any money to put into this at all right now, you can follow us on WeFunder and get updates, and then like maybe you find $100 on the ground and you're like, oh my god, I want to be in a squadron. We're doing like limited challenge coins that'll be serialized with your number on it. So again, like that's going to be your number as the
Pretty
fleet.
sick.
Like if we open 30 of these, you know what I mean? So
What
That's
number?
so sick.
What number are you guys on right now? You mentioned.
There's 400 something.
Assuming that everybody who has put in a reservation finalizes their reservation and goes through everything, the WeFunder page at the time of this live stream says 409. So we would be on 410, which we are so close to 421.
Or his
All right.
neighbor.
I just need 11 people to go in there right now. So
I
can go
want
grab it.
426 to be honest with you, because that's my birthday. So
LV
that'd be kind of cool.
LV
So we're
426.
getting
All right,
close.
all right. I'll take 420. It's okay.
I gotta wait a week. Oh, I didn't want to say that, but okay, sure.
It won't be a
I'll
week.
take my
It'll be like a day. It'll be like a couple days.
Okay,
So keep
okay.
checking
I'll
back
give
on
it a
the
day.
WeFunder.
Yeah. Then
And
I'll
that's
jump in.
even if you go in and you like put in $100 today, and then like down the road you're like, oh, I'd like to put in a little bit more. Like you can increase your investment over time until the round.
And you know what, JC? It just like you mentioned in the 501st, those 3-digit members, they're gonna have a little a little what do you call it? Seniority. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's like
Because when those four numbers kick in,
When it turns to 5, it's going to be a
Yeah.
big deal, right?
Yeah.
like, I'm a 3-digit.
You've
Yeah.
got 4 digits. Oh, I'm a 3-digit
I mean, there's
guy myself.
people, I mean, there is a number
Sorry,
1.
4. Yeah.
I know who number 1 is.
Oh, it's not you?
It's not me. I don't count.
Uh,
I'm in my head. I'm
are you
the
0?
benevolent collector.
It's Kevin. It's got to be Kevin, right?
Gotta be
Yeah,
Kevin.
you're the guy, right? You don't need a coin.
Yeah.
You don't need the number.
The Watcher.
Sick,
All right.
dude. Awesome.
Let's see here.
Everyone invest. Get your
let's go with
number.
John.
Join the
Get your
squadron.
number.
My turn?
Yeah. What you
have I
working
been
on, John?
I've just been working, to be honest. I haven't been working on many things. I did get a lot of work done on a jetpack for my friend's I guess my friend's Koska Reeves costume. I'm just waiting on some stencils, and I need to do the metallic part to I guess the gloss and the metallic part to all the metallic pieces. But it's a bummer because it just started to rain, so everything's like a lot of precipitation in the air, and everything's cold, and so I'm gonna wait a little bit.
It's gonna rain all next week.
Yeah, it's gonna rain for a few days. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait a little bit. Hopefully they're not listening and upset about that. Sorry.
Do you use a pop-up paint booth or anything, or do you just go you raw dog it in the dusty California wind?
Yeah, I go bare bones on the in the alley. I have a little alleyway where my garage is set up, so I'll spray it in the alley, kind of within my garage enclosure, so that because it does get windy, like you said. But luckily, there's not too much dust. I have an electric like leaf blower that I'll pull out beforehand and just give it a good once over, and then I'll also spray the air with a bit of mist from my hose to catch all the little dust debris, just so everything floats down. And then I'll pull the stuff out. I'll get a cone out or whatever, and then I can do clear, or I can do metallic, and then I have a tent for everything to cure in, so I'll zip that up, and there's no dust in there, so that'll dry in there. And once that's good, I can pull it out again and mess with it. So that's what I do there. But yeah, I don't have a lot of space. I also put my car in my garage, and it's a 2-car garage, so half the garage is not junk, but it's a bunch of crap, and it has also my paint and my printers and everything. My compressor is on one side. Everything's kind of squished in with the car, so I have to take the car out, park it in the street, or put the cover over it, and then get to work. But anyway, so that jetpack is going. I might need a de-weather some of it. I kind of went hard on the weathering. But I also have a Pacific Rim helmet that I started sanding. It's this material, Rami. I don't know if I'm right. I don't know if it's ASA or if it's PTEG, or it's one of those high temperature easy sanding materials. I don't know what my buddy used. Kiefer printed me this helmet. I started sanding it, and then I filled it, and I'm going to sand it, but it's sanding so smooth. Because it was kind of messed up, and I was like, damn, like this helmet needs a lot of
It's
work.
ASA,
Like,
then.
ASA.
He's
ASA.
either
there
been
you go.
printing in either ASA or ABS, one or the other.
I thought it was ASA. I thought he
It's
mentioned
ASA.
PTG doesn't stand. I mean, it's easier than PLA, but it's not as clean as ASA.
He just
So,
texted
well,
it's ASA.
So the helmet itself does have it had a bit of texture on it, not from it had like a couple lines, and the bottom part where the supports were had a bit of texture on it, but the sanding went. I had a palm sander just ate through all the lines, and when I did the filler primer, because I didn't go through everything, but I did the filler primer, there was very little left to do, so I was very impressed. I'm this close. I don't know where I would put it or how I would do this, but I'm this close to getting one of those FDM printers that everyone's using now. I don't even know what brand or which model, because I know there's a few that are really good. But God, They look
Yeah.
so good. I mean, at this point, I thought the resin game would be evolving into bigger and better, but the FDM game is just winning by a mile.
Yeah.
By a long shot, and it's crazy. So I might jump back into that. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I might get another FDM printer. It's just another thing to go wrong, man.
What was your last FDM?
It was a CR10.
Can I like the difference between like a Bamboo P2P and a CR10? Because I had a CR10.
Sure.
And
you had a bunch of them, right?
I have an X1 Carbon and a P1P and a Prusa, which is a whole other thing. But the Bamboo printers, like what a CR10 is like a car that you built yourself. That like every time you drive it, you have to fix something because it's like not quite.
That was the reason. One of the reasons I stopped.
The Bamboo is just like
no, and that car that you built only gets like 9 miles a gallon.
Yeah,
Sure.
the Bamboo is like it's like buying a perfectly tuned brand new Corvette, where you're just like put gas in it. The shift points, it's not even manual transmission. It's like, but the shift points will beat any manual transmission. And like, I know if anybody's like I have a Prusa XL and I have a Bamboo, and like, sorry, the Bamboo is so much easier to deal with. The Prusa is like a Ferrari that if you don't drive it for 6 minutes, you have to rebuild it and then it drives great. The Bamboo just goes.
Just works.
It's awesome. You'll fall back in love with printing.
So that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I gave up the FDM printer, not only because of all those issues. There was a lot of the hot end would be messed up, the heating element would get the Bowden tube, the this, the that, the re-level, the what.
No more.
There were so many issues.
No more.
It just got super annoying. Yeah. So I got rid of that years ago, and I was like all about the resin printer, and I was like, that's where the future is. Resin's going up, the quality, the resolution's getting better, but the printers never got bigger and the prices never went down, I guess, in relation to what the FDM printing world is doing. So I don't know. I might do that. I want to print full helmets, and now that I can sand through them with such ease. I might,
and that new technique, or those two new techniques we've kind of learned about over the last few weeks, the like vapor smoothing.
So I'm gonna try that after I get all the heavy nooks out of the helmet. I will try to vapor smooth it afterwards.
And then Ramey was talking about the one that has the smooth friendly printing that you brush with the alcohol too.
Mm-hmm.
I need to try both of those.
You're muted.
That's a different material, but yeah, like the vapor smoothing, it's just same technique, just two different types of filament, basically.
Yeah. But the second one that you were talking about, Ramey, the one that smooths with the alcohol brushing on, can that run through like an FDM printer?
Yeah, it's just a type. It's a special type of PLA.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, cool.
But if you can print with, ASA or ABS, do that stuff.
By all means. Yeah.
This was vapor smooth. It looks injection molded. This is just like a Han belt.
There you go.
But it looks like injection molded plastic.
I want to do that to a helmet. I want to do that to a full helmet.
Yeah.
So eventually, I'm still standing it and playing with it. It's in the garage there. This past weekend I was working on it, so it's been a couple days, and now it started raining, so I might not even mess with it for a while. That's it. Other than that, I'm still waiting. I think White Sheep kind of ghosted me a little bit on the Cyclops costume that I'm trying to get going. I gave him a couple taps like, hey, any news, any updates, and they just haven't gotten back to me. So,
but you know what, White Sheep, they go like,
I'm just gonna let fate.
And last
decide.
last time you said it, we got off the pod and there was like a message waiting for you.
So maybe I'll reverse jinx myself and have a message waiting for me at the end of this.
Dude, reverse jinx is the best kind of jinx.
Yeah. I'm hoping I can will that into existence.
Mhm.
But that costume is dope. I do need to get on. I don't think I'm going to be wearing this, so I do need to get on actually printing a proper set of visor, a proper visor, and I also need to print the belt buckle. I already have the model for the chest emblem, but I need to do the actual belt buckle.
There's been so many leaks on the Cyclops costume that I feel like the models that are out there now, John, it's a safe bet. Yeah, it's a safe bet.
I saw that DO3D has like a little bundle where it's like all the Cyclops bits, so I might get that
with the visor.
It has the visor, it has the
Nice.
buckle, and I think it has the badge as well.
Chest badge.
The communicator, yeah. So we'll see. Yeah, I might get that and then play with it. I just need to buy some resin. I'm kind of low on resin too. And I'll hollow it out and make it light because that stuff's heavy. You don't want it hanging off hanging off your costume too much. But I'm gonna see if the visor turns out to be easy to print on an FDM printer with this ASA stuff. I might ask Kiefer or Raimi to print it for me, and then I can vapor smooth that, and it'll be like glassy off the bat. Like the material will be glassy.
So I know that okay. I don't want to get too techie here, but the difference between ABS and ASA, they're essentially the same thing. They have the same properties and all that. The only advantage that you have with ASA over ABS is that the raw filament, once printed, is UV resistant. So if you're gonna paint it, then just go with ABS. It's cheaper. I mean, it's not like
cheaper.
It's not ASA is not too much more expensive, but it's like maybe I don't know, $10 more a roll.
So you're saying if you were doing like how people do like the life size Pokemon that are raw prints that are all different colors. If you were doing that, you might do ASA just for the UV protective part of it. But if you're painting it, it doesn't matter. You just do ABS. But the smoothing, can they both be smoothed?
Yeah, they can both be. Yeah, they have the same properties. I just think that Kiefer's using ASA because he's using it in a car.
So. I think he's got a roll of it.
ASA has slightly higher. ASA has slightly higher heat, slightly higher remelt temperature.
Right.
But the reality is between ABS and ASA, that remelt temperature is so high. Outside of even in Kiefer's car, like I don't think it would ever get that hot. But because you're talking like
it could
200 plus degrees.
No.
So
yeah. I think
Celsius.
even
Kelvin.
Yeah. So it's really hotter than what in our environments that we're ever going to encounter. But yes, that and the UV thing. But yeah, so if you're going to paint it, save yourself, like for a helmet, save yourself the money.
You can get pretty cheap ASA off like $15 a roll. I mean, it's not like the thing I always heard about ASA and ABS is ABS tends to, the layer adhesion is lower than ASA. Like it's more prone to split as it cools, and ASA was able to fix some of that as well. On the print lines.
So I mean, ASA is all around a better option in terms of UV protection and adhesion, layer adhesion. So if you can spend the extra bucks, I guess that's the way to go. Otherwise, do ABS.
Oh, I'm excited for you, John. I can't wait till you get your new 3D printer.
I'm not excited, bro. I don't want to. I don't want to do this at all. But it's so cool, man. Like I miss being able to do a full size helmet because I used to do tons of helmets. I used to print my own helmets, and then I didn't anymore. So I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got. Thank you. Goodbye.
I didn't work on any costume pieces this week or anything like that. I actually got I had somebody we had a mutual friend that reached out to me a couple weeks ago, and he needed a bunch of little water pots. That's what they're called. They're called water pots for like painters. So like it's like you clean your paintbrushes in those.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, he hits me up and he's like, "Hey, I need like 30. I need like 16 of these for a thing. But this guy's charging me $20 a piece." And I was like, "Dude." Like I looked at the picture that he showed me and they're just 3D printed. And I was like, I did a quick search and I found the file, exact same file. And I was like, dude, I'll do it for like less than half. Like, I got you, bro. And then like last week he hits me up and he's like, I know I said 16, but I actually need 32. And I was like, no problem,
He's
man.
like, print again. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just hit print and yeah, the 3D printers have just been going nonstop. And I actually got those shipped out today. So
Oh, nice.
yeah. It was kind of fun though, like getting back into the 3D printing business mindset where it's just like, okay, print, put it in a box, hit print again, keep going back and forth.
Mhm.
I think that's how I met you. It was like you had like some printed blasters for sale or something, and I was like, ooh.
That's how I met Joe. I knew Joe before you knew Joe.
Maybe
Because he
probably.
bought a blaster off me. That's why when I met him, I was like, "Wait, from
You're like, I
San
know you.
Diego?" Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm so glad I don't have that print farm anymore. That was such a headache.
That was crazy, dude. Yeah.
Yep. That's it for me.
Find my mute button. We with the help of our community member Rachel, we made a Super Bowl commercial. We couldn't go for another year. We couldn't go a year without making another commercial, and so we scrambled at the last minute. Literally on Wednesday, I messaged her. I'm like, "So, are you busy?" and by Thursday afternoon, we had this thing cut. So, and everybody's seen it, and I didn't tell any of you guys.
Yeah.
So I literally just
such a good
scheduled it, and it
surprise.
just dropped at 3:30 at kickoff time on Sunday. So everybody was equally surprised.
Can we see it, or are we saving that for the news?
Yeah. Are you just
No, I haven't. No, I
chit-chatting
haven't.
it up, or are you
It's
gonna
right here.
play it?
So here we go. So this is a puppet version of the one that we did 2 years ago.
Of our parody of the Budweiser.
Yeah.
The best part of this defense is their defensive line and their interior
Hello?
linebackers.
Hey, who? What's up? Nothing, B. Just watching the game, having a bud. What's up with you? Nothing. Watching the game, having a bud. True. True. What's up? What's up? Yo, who's that? Yo, pick up the phone. Hello? What's that? What's up? Yo, where's Dookie? Yo, Dookie. Yo. What's that? What's that? Hold on. Hello? So what's up, B? Watching the game, having a bud. True. True.
Oh man, that's great.
She did so good with
so
that.
funny.
She
You know the
literally just
original
filmed-
JC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dudes in the apartment. Okay.
Rachel did so good with that. So she she
It's
literally
so
just
good.
played the commercial audio in the background and then filmed each one at a time, so that what she sent me, I could hear it, and I just lined them all up and
just
keyed
synced it up.
the
Oh,
audio
dude.
together, and then all I had to do was just line up my cuts to the original clip and just jump back and forth from one. It all came together so fast. It was so good. So
Yeah.
It was,
If Amy,
had a good
sorry,
time.
if Raimi asks for something, it's absolutely a secret by default. Yeah. No way around it. Friend DA all around.
so
Facts.
yeah, but that was
It
fun.
was awesome. Good job.
And because we've just been busy here, we didn't have time to put together anything else, and I thought that was a good.
Yeah, we
And as it turns out,
tried,
which we'll get into in the news, it was good to stick with another Budweiser commercial.
we tried renting some Clydesdales tauntauns, but those were taken. So
Yeah, they were. Somebody else had already rented them out. I'm not sure what happened there.
They were gone. Yeah.
Yeah, we went to check. We went to rent them out, and they said they were already busy. So, Been working on a denizen for a friend, and been working on some costume parts for that for Outpost 77, which is coming up, which I heard sold out. Did any of the other locals ever get tickets to go to that? Probably not.
I did not get tickets.
John and I were literally talking about it last night, though.
We were just talking about it. Yeah.
I want to
I'm
come
sure
down
we go.
sometime and
Sold
and
out.
I'm
go.
sure we could make a phone call or something, but
Yeah, I'm sure we could talk to someone.
so I got a pattern for the shoot, I should have had the pattern sitting here. Sorry, it's not in reach wherever I put it. It's like one of those like simplicity patterns or whatever that like you go to the fabric store and like they have one for like basically the whole Jin Urso costume. And I wanted the shirt, or I wanted her shirt to replicate her shirt. So I basically got the pattern for Jin, and I added the sleeve detail, like that was me adding that. But I wanted the pattern for this because I wanted to get this collar replicated the right way.
Is it labeled like that? What is it?
No, it's funny because there's costume pieces for one of the costumes from Serenity in the same pattern packet. So it's like space hero, female space hero costume or
Are
something.
you
like
able
that.
to
It's not-
send that to me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jen has wanted a Jin Urso costume forever, and in 2017, I ordered the Anovos.
The
one
Anovos?
for her.
Oh my god.
And so that Anovos one turned into a Danua Novo Grand Admiral Thrawn for me. After that whole debacle, but I would love to get the patterns and like teach myself to sew to actually do it for her. I think that'd be amazing. So
Yeah.
we'll offline about that.
Yeah, for sure. And then I think a few weeks back we had talked about this. So I had gotten this, just the top part of the Fennec Shand helmet from John, and like cut out the
sick,
earpiece
dude.
where the bottom jaw would attach to it. And let me
That's
give me a second here.
totally rebel fleet right there.
Yeah,
dude.
that looks cool, man.
Yeah. So
Dude,
it
I have
goes
that
on
mold
like
still.
a hat now, but
Dude,
the person that's going to be wearing it kind of like the idea of still being able to cover their face up. So
Oh,
created-
dude.
and it magnets in.
what?
Sick.
The magnet.
Oh,
It's like
yeah,
some-
it's a little
Zam Wessel kind of
fits
vibes.
weird because of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam Wexel. It fits weird because of the headphones, I'm sure, but
yeah, it's my glasses
bet it goes down a
actually,
little bit.
but
Dude.
yeah, with
That
my
is
glasses
so
on, it
cool.
doesn't
Damn
actually reach, but yeah, so this magnets right in, and it just pops right in. It's pretty cool.
So if anyone wants
Snap.
a helmet like that, holla at your boy.
Hey, Raimi, can you?
Yeah, you've got the
3D
mold for this.
That's what I said. Yeah, I got it.
Can you 3D scan that helmet and then get me and then model like a little lip for the front that we can attach, like a little bill,
Like a visor?
just
Like
a little,
just a hat, like make a dad hat out of this.
Like a duck bill?
yes. Now you're talking.
Just
All right,
cover it in
John.
corduroy.
Get casting, John.
So, and then I had dremeled out the vents. How do I do this so that you can see? Like, oh, and yeah,
Dude,
see, I
that
put
is so cool.
screen inside the. I just went to Home
It's
Depot and
perfect
got
for
some
that type of
like
helmet.
window screen and then spray painted it silver and put it inside the vents.
Dude,
So-
just secret projects always just shows up one day a week and just drops.
He comes
4
in my
costumes.
garage. He comes to my garage. He's like, "What's that?" I'm like, "Oh, it's a."
Yeah.
He's like, "Do you need it?" I'm like, He's like, "Can I take it?" I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah,
What the
that's
heck?
exactly what happens.
That's literally how it happened. I'm like, "Yeah,
I
sure,
spend-
grab it."
Half an hour sitting in John's garage. I'm like,
Yeah, he's like, "Looking."
can I
around.
have that?
Like, it's been sitting for a year. Take it.
um,
But great idea.
Yeah, very cool.
Execution.
I guess I can. One more thing. So,
Ooh,
our buddy Eric
one more
Fisher.
thing.
Yeah, one more thing. Our buddy Eric Fisher is so he's on the Star Cruiser. They were they had the jacket that had the metal compad thing on the sleeves.
Yeah.
He got a hold of one of those and he cast the compad.
I got one
piece.
right here.
Yeah. Okay. So check this out. So I wanted a way to have that be able to act more like a gauntlet or something that was easily attachable. So I 3D modeled this thing
Oh,
the
what?
hell?
Dang
that
it.
you can just drop this into,
Dude.
and now
Now you can wrap
you've
it around
got,
like a
you've got
leather
slots for
gauntlet or
1
something.
inch elastic, and it'll sit on your arm
Son of a gun.
like a gauntlet. So I'm going to give the file for this to Eric Fisher, and he'll be able to like either print it or give it out or whatever he wants to do with it. I'll make the file available too. But so
He's
this
like,
will be
"Don't worry, you'll get
available
yours."
for this. I'll send it to you. But this will
Free
be
File Friday
for this. And I've got it. The problem is I painted it and it's in the other room. So I've got another version of this where I actually took the pattern that's on the front and I modeled it out and then I bent it around the side. So this pattern actually spills down onto the side here too. So that makes the pattern wrap around the side of the gauntlet or compad thing. So it actually came out pretty sick. So I'm happy with that.
That's like super secret, bro. What the hell?
I'll have that on my costume at Outpost 77. That's what I did that for.
Sick.
That's it for me. I'm done.
Ramey's kids are definitely older than my kids and John's kids. He's like, I just modeled this and built this amazing thing this week. I'm like, my baby slept through the night for the second time in a year.
I thought I was gonna be nervous going after the guy that was building his own Star Wars bar, but going after Raimi is
It's just as bad, bro. Yeah.
what the heck, man? Show you 5 costumes from 5 different worlds. Dude, I don't have any of those things. So this week I worked on my Magneto cape. I'm on the final like home stretch with my Magneto that I've been building, and I have this really cool like heavy cotton twill cape that I had commissioned, and it's bright purple, so I like wanted to bring the color down on it. So I ran some like black airbrush over it at the bottom and just kind of like darkened it up a little bit. And then this week I went to work on waxing it, like with a fabric wax. And sorry, my voice is cracking because puberty and a cold. But like the wax is really cool because it gives the fabric like that much more like depth and texture and kind of weight to the material itself. Kind of gives it the like feel of like a heavily worn in Carhartt jacket. And I typically use it for various like, you know, Mandalorian jumpsuits or Mandalorian vests or whatever. And so yeah, I had to get like a big bar. Like there's a brand called Otter Wax that a bunch of us have glommed onto over the years to use for fabric. And I burned through like the legit extra large size bar that they make just on this cape. But I got it super saturated. And then it looks kind of weird. Like you get pretty far along and you're like, dude, I'm ruining this item. Like this item looks like a glazed donut. Like this looks awful. But you trust in yourself and you get out that heat gun and you start running the heat gun across it and like baking that wax into the fabric. And it, you know, seals the fabric. The idea is for like waterproofing, you know, cotton goods and twills and stuff like that. But for, you know, Star Wars fans or nerds like that want to use it for fabrics, it also creates some like really nice texture to the fabric. Also there's definitely a durability factor there too, but it really kind of accentuates like what you have as a fabric, and really gives it a nice, you know, texture and stuff. So yeah, the last few days have been doing that, and it has this really like piney kind of smell. So my workshop was like this super duper piney, just waxy kind of smell the whole week. It was pretty funny. Yeah, so that's about it.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Raimi.
Hey, Steven.
We're being hailed. This encryption's new. This might take a while.
All right.
You guys, real
audio-
quick, I'm gonna bail because I have to go down to Scum and Villainy and fix a bunch of stuff. So
Oh yeah.
I apologize. I'm
All
going
right.
to skip out on the news.
No
worries.
worries.
Thanks for coming, JC.
Thank you
Dude,
so
good
much
having
for
you,
having
man.
me.
Appreciate you.
JC,
So much fun hanging out.
before you leave here, where can listeners find you?
At Scum and Villainy in Hollywood until Burbank opens in the fall, and then you can find me there. JC
Socials?
Rivenberg on Instagram, but I deleted all my social media apps off my phone. So I'm
What's the bar
rarely-
social?
I'm rarely on anymore because I needed to focus on other things. But yeah, hit me up at the bar, or like, honestly, the best way is send it to the Scum and Villainy Cantina on Instagram, and
That's
then
it.
our social person will push it to me.
Direct.
So if you're like, oh my gosh, I have questions about Rendezvous or whatever, go through there. This is
Cool.
probably
And then
cool.
There it is.
And-
Scum
and
and
everyone-
Villainy Cantina on Instagram.
yeah, Scum and Villainy Cantina on Instagram. If you're interested in investing before you have a question, check out scumandvillainy.com or foundingfleet.com, and that'll hopefully answer most of your questions.
Awesome.
Plus, let me come back on and play sometime when I'm not just pitching my.
Oh yeah.
No,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
dude,
We'll
for
have you on
sure.
again sometime, not just to pitch the bar, but to hang out and talk, Star Wars and
Hell yeah.
Amazing.
all nerd things.
Vintage
Yeah,
Star
like
Wars
when
figures.
Maul comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have you back for that. Hell yeah.
Heck yeah.
We'll do we're gonna be doing weekly reviews, so we'll bring you on for one of those.
Great. Sweet.
Right
All
on,
right,
dude.
thank you guys.
Cool.
This
Thank you.
was so much fun.
See you tomorrow.
Later, bud.
See ya.
Ooh,
All
I
right.
think we broke the stream. How's that
Our
work?
our
Sick.
view got crazy. Okay.
No
okay.
news.
Hold
Bad
on. Okay, and then boom. Okay.
Boom.
And then I'm just going to do this. All right. So audiobook fans are in luck because we're getting a new Audible original audiobook coming on April 30th, titled Star Wars Terror on Mustafar, written by Cavan Scott and narrated by the great Mark Thompson. The upcoming audiobook appears to be a bit of a horror or thriller story. The synopsis reads, Imperial cadets are in awe of the Empire's mightiest warrior, Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith. But when a few young cadets find themselves trapped on the lava-filled planet of Mustafar and in the shadow of Vader's castle, they will soon discover that the Empire is not what it seems. Now they must work together to escape from an evil scientist, his horrendous experiments, and the fearsome Darth Vader. Again, the Audible exclusive drops on April 30th.
Spoiler alert: they all die.
Yeah, probably eventually, at least.
Ruined.
Matthew Robinson, the writer for the ill-fated Patty Jenkins Rogue Squadron film, recently did an interview with Polygon for his upcoming film, Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. And it seems to be the case with anyone who's ever come within 100 miles of anything Star Wars. He got asked about his involvement with the film. He said, it was a great thrill to write that and especially work with Patty, who made it a very personal story. It was very much a movie about fighter pilots. Her father was a fighter pilot. It was very personal to her. And we were trying to tell a really great personal story about fighter pilots and Rogue Squadron pilots in the Star Wars universe. I think we did a great job with it, and I really hope one day we get to see a version of that. Obviously, Rogue Squadron got backburnered in its original form, but considering we have Starfighter coming up next year, which is even being filmed by F1 director of photography Claudio Miranda, who also did Top Gun, do you guys think we're going to get some of Rogue Squadron's DNA made into? Do you think some of that made it into Starfighter, or do you think the script is sitting, waiting to come out someday? I'm curious.
I mean,
Will we ever see Rogue Squadron, or is it being reworked into other things?
it'll probably
Any
be
ideas?
reworked. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd like
think,
to see. I'd like to
I
see
think
whatever it was
Starfighter-
intended to be.
I think Starfighter is going to have a lot of it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're gonna
it feels
use
too much of a.
Sorry, go
It
ahead.
feels like too much of a coincidence that they had this ready to go from a script perspective, and then we get Starfighter, which seems to have a lot of the same concepts, at least by name. So I don't know. We'll see.
Who was the screenwriter for Rogue Squadron? What was his name again?
Matthew Robinson was the writer.
We'll see if he gets any writing credits on there, and then if he does, then we'll know for sure.
Then we'll know. Yeah, that's true. Good call. Yeah, and we're not far enough into it to know yet. So, and then, as if we needed more proof that Lucasfilm and the teams behind our favorite projects at Star Wars watch the Dad Batch podcast. After 3 years of us releasing Budweiser spoof commercials, what did Star Wars do this year? They released a Budweiser spoof Super Bowl commercial featuring the Mandalorian and Grogu riding in a hovering sled type thing, being pulled through the snow on Hoth by a team of Clydesdale-esque looking Tauntauns, with Sam Elliott narrating the whole thing. So, do you guys want to watch it?
Yes.
All right, let's see.
Sometimes we choose our path. Other times the path chooses us. Through it all, we keep pushing forward, driven by a deeper purpose.
I did see
Guided
somewhere
by
that
an
somewhere they
unseen
confirmed that
force.
this is indeed Hoth.
Oh, okay. Do
The
their
journey
do
never
their
gets
snouts look a
any
little shorter
easier.
for Tauntauns? I thought they
The
looked a little
bond
shorter.
just gets
Maybe-
harder
Didn't Phil
to break.
Tippett do this commercial?
I saw that Phil
This
Tippett
is the
was involved.
way.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is all stop motion.
Theaters
See
and
that?
IMAX May
That's cool.
22nd.
It's
Yeah, I
all
saw that-
practical.
I saw that Phil Tippett did it, and then I also saw in the same thing that confirmed that this was Hoth. They said that this was also confirmation that Hoth is in the film.
I was going to
Sweet. There's
ask
a
that, is
location
this
in the film.
independent or is it like a part of the film that they're on Hoth? I guess they are. Okay.
I saw that what I read said that it was one of the locations for the film.
Cool.
It was not an official press release, so who knows? But
And I doubt they'd go to like 2 different snow planets in one movie, with the other scenes being those AT-ATs and everything, you know?
yeah, exactly. So who knows? So
Cool.
the 30-second spot cost $8 million to produce and air, and was directed by Jon Favreau himself. Fan reaction has been mixed between positive response, with fans enjoying the nod to the nostalgic Super Bowl ads of years past, and also confusion over not understanding why we didn't just get like a more conventional trailer. Personally,
It's not bad.
It's
yeah,
Super
I like
Bowl.
the spot.
Yeah, I do too.
As
But-
long as you take it for what it is at face value, which is like a tongue-in-cheek nod to classic Super Bowl commercials, which is
Yeah.
exactly what it is, right? So
That's all it is.
It's not bad. I love the commercial, but
Yeah.
I still feel like Disney missed the mark on what they needed to set out to deliver.
That
Well-
can also be true. Yes.
So here's the problem. Disney has a marketing. So all of this aside, so at this point, I think we're done talking about the commercial, because the commercial is what it is, and I think it's great. That said, Disney has a marketing problem with this film, and that's the real issue. This is the first Star Wars film to hit theaters since 2019, and there's a significant part of the casual fan base that has no idea that this thing's even coming out. So, you know how they say that a film needs to make. So, I've got a. So I saw this. Anyone know who's the big bad of Mando Grogu movie? This was on social media. Somebody commented. I would say the marketing department right now. Right? Like that's. So, you know how they say that a film needs to make 2.5 times its budget to break even? That's like the rule of thumb. Let's do the math. Let's work backwards on that.
I see where you're going with this.
So the production cost of the movie is the first one of the 2.5. The movie theaters take 50% of ticket sales. There's your 0.5 of the 2.5. Lastly, it's customary for marketing to be anywhere from 50 to 100% of the production cost of a blockbuster film. That's the remaining one of the 2.5. Mandalorian Grogu's production cost is $166.4 million, which is insanely low for a film of this capacity, but not overly surprising, considering that the crazy tax breaks that California gave the production team, and the fact that they basically made this using all of the same technologies that they used to make the TV show, which they've been working on driving those costs down for all these seasons of the show, with the volume and everything that they do. But either way, 166.4 million is the cost. That means that they should have upwards of another $166 million for marketing for a tentpole film like this. And as I mentioned before, so far that we know of, they've spent $8 million of it. In the industry, there's considered a functional floor for a wide domestic release of roughly $30 to $40 million, regardless of how cheap the movie was, to make that you have to spend just to get it into enough screens and into the public consciousness. And again, so far that we know of, they've spent 8. In fact, super cheesy, low budget movies like horror films and stuff that only cost like $4 or $5 million actually overspend on marketing, upwards of like 75,000 plus or 75 million plus, which is 17 times their production cost. Because if the studio thinks that a $5 million movie has breakout potential, they'll actually spend blockbuster marketing dollars on it to ensure that it reaches a massive audience.
Sure.
So there are ceilings if the movie is ridiculously expensive, though, which this one was obviously not. Like, for example, Avengers Endgame had a production budget of $356 million, and the marketing spend was capped at that one for $200 million, equating to 56%. Worth noting that even though that percentage is lower than even some smaller films, the raw dollar amount for that one was the highest ever in the industry. Now let's take a look at a typical marketing budget breakdown, like a pie chart of this thing. I'm not going to show a pie chart or Stephen will freak out, but how do they allocate the money across? Because last time I tried to show an Excel spreadsheet, you got mad at me.
I did.
But how do they allocate the money across all the ways that it can be spent? Though? So television ads are between 50 and 65% of that budget. Digital and social media is 15 to 25%. Outdoor, which is like billboards and posters and stuff, is 10 to 15%. PR, radio, print is the remaining 5 to 10%. So if we assume that that Mando's budget being 166 million, if it's a full 100%, right? Meaning that their marketing budget is also 166 million. We know they spent 8 million on a TV ad so far. Where the heck have they spent the other 158? Even if we go on the low side and say that their budget was only 50%, then that means that their whole budget is 83 million and they've spent 8, which means they still have 75 million left. What are they doing? So that's the end of my rant. Go for it.
Like I said, I love this commercial that they did come out with. I mean, you're talking to the group of guys who came out with 3 Budweiser "What's Up" commercials, okay? But let's be honest. Let's be realistic here. Do you guys know the Clydesdale trailer they were referencing when the last one came out? 1996, 30 years ago.
Well, this was the return of the Clydesdale commercial this year because they had one. Budweiser had a Clydesdale commercial.
Okay, but what I'm saying is that's what they were referencing, right?
Yeah.
The old commercial.
Yeah, the old commercials. So what teenager, 20-something, maybe even 30-something is going to even know what the heck they were trying to reference?
Has it really been that long?
Yes, dude. It came out 94, 95, 96.
God.
Anyway,
okay.
Had they had come out with this and then added like a second trailer like in the second half or something of the game,
which they were supposed to do,
and then said like, oh, they didn't even have to show the full trailer. They could have just said trailer online now.
Yeah.
Right?
Which that costs them nothing. If they don't bother doing marketing spend for that, which let's face it, it's Star Wars. They don't have to spend a dime. All they have to do is drop it on YouTube and drop it on Instagram, which costs them nothing. And let the public go ahead and share it. So for Star Wars, they don't have to spend a dime on social media. We'll do that work for them.
But see, that's the thing, and this is where I'm getting a little worried here, is because Lucasfilm made a great commercial. We even said Favreau directed it, right? Okay,
personally, yep.
But they're not in charge of the marketing.
No,
it's
Disney.
Disney marketing is in charge.
Correct. That is correct.
What they did with this whole debacle, whatever, it just proves to me that they don't understand the Star Wars customer of today. And that's what worries me. Because like you mentioned, this is the first, Brian's been saying for the last 7 years, I want to get Star Wars back in the theater. Well, this is it. And I feel like Disney's just counting on people to show up just because it's Star Wars.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
I feel like because the budget was so low, they are just setting the bar for what they're expecting the return to be. super low.
They're
that-
minimizing the negative, like they're I think what Raimi is saying. I think that's what they're doing. They're like covering their butts before it goes south, which doesn't bode well for the movie. Like if they're not spending a lot on promotion, they think that money's not going to come back, so they're not even going to spend it.
We've
And
also
they're
seen
relying
that.
on the brand itself to push the movie, right?
We've seen that with some of the Disney Plus shows that are coming, and then they say nothing of it, and then they just drop it and walk away. How many of the Marvel shows have they done that with now, where they just drop it and then pretend that it doesn't exist for a while, and then you never hear anything of it again? That's a vote of no confidence on Disney's part.
But
is that what we're seeing here?
But is it their lack of confidence, or is it their lack of understanding? That's the part that I'm worried about. Because the content's good.
Right.
It's just the marketing.
So one, I don't think that this is a vote of no confidence. I think what we're seeing here is Disney is saying, listen, it's the Mandalorian and Grogu. It's baby freaking Yoda. They're going to come to it no matter what. I think they think that it's so easy to make back $166 million that they don't even have to try. So they're being stingy with the marketing budget. And
they don't have to promote it.
Because that's exactly what they're thinking. We don't even have to try, and we're going to make back $166 million.
They're going to make the 160 back the first weekend. That's for sure.
Yeah. And even if they don't, the second, third, and fourth, by the time it hits Disney Plus, they will. So they'll make back their 2.5x.
Yep.
And
which is all the shareholders care about.
Isn't there like some ongoing rumor, speculation that if this movie flops or if it doesn't do good, then the Filoni movie is not going to be a movie and it's going to be regulated back to a Disney Plus miniseries? That I've heard.
I've heard that too. Right now, the only thing that we can say is that the Filoni movie is on hold, and the reason that that's the case is because Filoni's busy running a company now and can't actually direct a movie anymore. So by the way, I will use the opportunity to say it again: give that thing to frickin' Bryce Dallas Howard, or we riot, because she deserves a movie, and she will do a great job with that one. So that's how you solve that problem of it not having a director anymore. But I don't know. This one will make back its budget. That one's easy. I don't know what their definition of success is for this.
Hey, just a question for the group here. Do you guys know the release date of Mandalorian Grogu yet?
Don't do this again. This is like the third week.
Just curious if anyone knows it, because
wasn't it May
22nd?
22nd.
You looked at the chat, cheaters.
No, I didn't.
I was muted. I've been saying it for like 30 seconds.
Okay. All right. Well, then, okay.
I definitely did not look at
then
the chat.
Disney has nothing to worry about.
That's it. We've done our job. Our job is done here.
I will say that this week is supposed to be the big merchandise rollout start. So we're supposed to start seeing like toys getting rolled out now. Nice. It's possible that heralds the start of a bigger push.
Yeah.
So once they start announcing toys, and especially once things start hitting the shelves, you'll also start to see a bigger push on the market.
I want my Mandalorian. I want my Mandalorian and Grogu Valentine's card.
Yeah.
Right.
Ooh.
Right.
Come on.
By the way, I saw we're getting a Pabu Frick Lego set, his ship.
Oh, what?
Is it live? Is it actual size?
Yeah, it's actually only like this big.
What is this, built for ants?
1-to-1 scale with all the other ones.
It to be at least 3 times this.
So but yeah, so we're supposed to start getting official merch announcements starting this week.
Nice.
So I've only been seeing leaks though, so I don't know when the official ones are starting. That is actually it for the news.
In other news, featuring Glup Shadow.
That is right, folks. In other news, if you are watching the screen and you recognize this helmet that I'm holding, you will
TIE
know
Pilot.
the news that we have heard today. That it almost sounds like it's BS because this dude's involved in so many films and so many projects, but apparently, Senor Jason Momoa will star in the Helldivers movie.
Ooh.
He's been cast as the lead in the live-action film adaptation of Helldivers based on the video game franchise from Arrowhead Game Studios. It says here, the movie is being produced by Sony Pictures and by PlayStation Productions. And it will be directed by Justin Lin, known for Fast and the Furious films. And apparently it's scheduled to be released on November 10th, 2027. So
this is John, is this the movie that they had announced like a year ago? So
there was like speculation or like rumors or talks. I don't know if they had announced it or not, but I thought Amazon was involved in a Helldiver TV show. I didn't know it was a movie. I mean, I assumed Sony was involved because it's a whole PlayStation thing.
Yeah.
But I didn't know they were producing it themselves. So yeah, I mean, this is big news. It's and plus, this dude is in everything now. He's in the new Supergirl movie. They just did what was it? Another Fast and Furious film that they're finishing up. And I mean,
Wrecking Crew just came out.
Wrecking Crew, okay.
And I think there's talks that he's going to do Lobo.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Supergirl
Showed him Lobo. Oh, a Lobo movie.
Yeah, Lobo movie. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure they're going to spin off it. Yeah, of course. This dude's huge. So I mean I think it's going to blow up the franchise a little bit because this dude is very good. Obviously, Jason Momoa is great. It's cool because this game was not very well known. It's kind of an underground sensation. I feel like it's not like a huge mainstream thing, but now I feel like it's going to really take off. I don't know. It's pretty cool. I don't know what to say about it because it's so early. It was announced literally today, so I'm not 100% sure what to think about it. It's going to be good. It's going to do well, but I don't know how they're going to spin the story because you know how when they came out with the Halo TV show, everyone was really amped about it and it was going to be cool, and it was cool for a while, and then they just ruined it. From what I hear, I haven't watched it, but hopefully they don't go down that route. I'm hoping they do well. Yeah, go ahead.
My hope is that because this movie is being produced or produced by Sony Pictures, I just hope that they give the Starship Trooper fans, because they own that property too. I hope
Sony does.
Yeah, I hope they give them the Easter eggs of just like that. This is that held. It's the unofficial, like tongue-in-cheek sequel.
No, I don't see that happening because they're rebooting Starship Troopers.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, there's a whole video game coming out. I don't know if it's a show or a movie. Again, another thing.
Wow. So they're like capitalizing on the Helldivers hype.
Well, I think that's what happened. Helldivers was such a success that they were like, "What the hell? This is our, it's not their idea, but it's essentially their, their plot. It's the same thing. The bugs invading, them killing.
This is our sandbox."
There's more to it in Helldivers. It's not just bugs. There's other factions of things that are coming after you, but it's essentially the same thing. So yeah, I'm sure they're going to expand on that too. It can't just be bugs. They're going to make it everything. But this should be good because there's, I don't know if you guys remember Halo, but Halo was like epic with the enemies and the lore. So there's a lot of that, in this, and it goes really deep in, how they're saying the humans are actually bad and they invaded these other worlds, and so there's like a lot to it. It's very convoluted. But I don't know. Anyway, should be good. Jason Momoa, Helldivers movie, Sony, coming out 2027. That is all.
Sick.
Yeah. Oh no, that is not all. Apparently, there's some images and video of the of the Highlander movie with Henry Cavill, and also you can see
Batista.
Is it? No, that is it. Sam Batista. What's his name?
Dave Batista.
Dave Batista.
Sam.
Why am I thinking Sam?
Sam Batista.
No, that's Sam Batista.
Yeah,
that's,
it looks
that's
like
his
Sam.
thinner brother.
Yeah.
It looks like Sam Batista. Yeah, he's actually slimmed down a lot. It looks crazy. But yeah, so Cavill's dressed in like a leather jacket and a hoodie, which is something I used to wear about 10 or 15 years ago. I'm gonna have to buy another leather jacket like that with some cargo pants. And Batista looks like a priest or a father.
He looks like he's in Rammstein.
He looks like in a death metal band, but
Yeah.
sort of long hair. Yeah, they're all sweaty and beat up, so they must fight against each other, I assume.
Dude, Highlander. Ooh wee.
Dude,
I need to watch the OG one.
Yeah.
Get caught up.
Well, this is a reboot apparently, so you might not have to watch anything.
Oh, sweet.
He is Connor McLeod in this film, who is Chris Lambert's character in the original films.
Cool.
Christopher Lambert. So that is it.
I'm touching myself tonight.
All right, I'm gonna keep it light and keep it tight so I can keep my voice. There was a release of a Esquire interview and piece on the Spider-Man Noir movie, or actually, what I learned I thought was a movie is actually going to be a TV show. And so the article itself goes into a lot of depth just about the characters involved, the cast, as well as like half of it is an interview with Nicolas Cage. But two things that I learned in this article that were really cool was that they're going to be releasing it both in black and white, and then and also in a super saturated color. So they took the black and white presentation of it, and then they added the color back into it to give it like that really kind of like retro oversaturated look when they like recolorized movies of the past. So I thought that was really cool. That's a neat little tidbit. And also Phil Lord and Chris Miller are the producers of this. And I don't think I ever clocked that when I was hearing about this, coming to be, a production and stuff. So, sounds like it's in good creative hands, and some of the images we've seen so far look very, cool and very much in the vein of Nicolas Cage said 70% Cagney and Lacey, and like 30% was God. What did he say?
No. He said 70% Humphrey Bogart, 30% Bugs Bunny.
That's right. Okay, I was thinking Cagney.
That's how he played the character.
Yeah. I love that. That was one of the quotes from the article. But it's a really cool article. I also got to learn about just the other castmates and stuff to the show, and a little bit more of the plot, which is going to be well informed based on his character being like a private investigator and it being a very street level storyline. So sounds really cool.
This is he's Ben Reilly, right? That's
one of the shots.
A twist. Yeah.
Yeah, one of the shots was his door for his investigations office, and it said B. Riley investigator.
Hey Raimi, did you know that the trailer for this actually drops? Guess when?
May 22nd.
Tomorrow.
The trailer drops. Guess when? Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh.
Of course.
As one does.
We'll talk about that next
Hilarious.
week. Obviously.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we'll have to review
That just
this.
gives us maximum amount of time to analyze it before the next time that we.
Yeah,
dude, and that costume looks good right there.
the costume looks great. There were some really nice high res photos that came along with this Esquire article. So, got some really nice looks. Yeah,
I was gonna say, I go back to his costume.
yeah.
I love the fact that they're not just making it black on black on black.
It's brown.
Like
Yeah.
it's a dark brown.
It's a jacket that he has.
Yeah.
It's not like a costume, you know?
Right.
And you guys
Totally.
questioned me when I bought all the brown stuff for that. Oh, did I say that out loud?
Oh, sneaky. I think that probably has something to do with the way it needed to be filmed in black and white too. I wonder. Like, I
It was
wonder
the
if
whole resaturation thing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, it's
Because
like
a
when
lot
they-
of the
they-
sets
they,
look very dark brownish and maroonish too. Like some of the photos we've seen so far have a
Red hues.
yeah, red and brown hue to them.
Well, it's like when they filmed WandaVision and they made
Mm.
Vision like a completely different color.
That's
so
right.
that
Yeah.
it would show up as his color in black and white.
God, that was so clever. That show was
Yeah,
dang
dude,
clever,
that
man.
was so cool. Yeah.
It's really well done.
He was like blue or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is going to be on Prime. I honestly didn't clock that it was going to be a serialized thing versus like a one and done movie. So, going to spend some time with the character, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah, we got more of them.
Yeah. And then dipping into a couple of things for the comics. We have a couple of number ones here. This also cross-pollinates with Star Wars. So we have Star Wars Jar Jar number 1. This one's noteworthy because it was co-written by Ahmad Best. And it takes place during the Clone Wars and goes basically into episode 3 when we kind of see him being like a bit complacent with what's happening, with the changes with everything going on. So it's going to dive into that part of his character a little bit, which would be pretty interesting. So, and I never thought I'd see a Jar Jar number 1. It's pretty cool. Couple other number 1s of note, because I like my number 1s when we see them hit on the shelves, is Wade Wilson Deadpool number 1, as well as Cyclops number 1, which is a little bit more noteworthy because Deadpool has a new number 1 every other week, it feels like.
But Cyclops doesn't.
No, Cyclops does not. He rarely gets his own book to shine. This will be a mini, but it is spinning out of Shadows of Tomorrow storyline in the X universe, corner of the X Marvel universe. So, and that is it for the minute.
All right.
That's all I got.
All right. Oh.
Is there an echo in here?
Yes,
What?
I'm Echo.
That logo is fire.
The return of the dad jokes by popular demand is brought to you by Star Wars Dad Jokes from our friend Kelly Knox. All right. We're just doing one, right? Because we're so late.
Sure.
One's good.
How did Luke Skywalker feel when the Emperor demonstrated the full power of the dark side? He was shocked.
Should have known.
Is there an echo in here?
Yo, can we make a shirt like that?
Yes, 1,000% yes.
That was a long show. I want to go drink now for some reason.
Thanks, JC. Yeah. I
I
might
want
go
to.
right.
I want to go to a bar. I don't know why.
I need a drink.
It's early enough, man.
You gotta get
Come on,
your.
That's gonna be fun though. It's gonna be like, hey, John, you need to tell JC we expect to be at the grand opening, and
Brother, yeah.
and
Yeah.
we'll help for. I mean, we're down to help for setup so that we can put our Easter eggs in there.
Yeah, they're with me. They're with me.
Oh, you know
No need
what?
to check IDs.
I forgot to show this at the top of the show, but look at this cup I found.
Oh, I've got one of those.
No, not this
Oh,
one, buddy.
what's on
Comic-Con.
it? What's on it?
Stan
LA
Lee's
Oh.
LA
Lee.
Comic Con.
Oh,
That's the OG.
Yeah, this only came out for
What?
1 year.
ooh, that's beauty.
That was 1 year. You're right.
Yeah.
What year was that? 2018? 2017? 2018?
know.
2019?
But I had a Stan Lee shirt from there too. I think I gave it to Brian
Oh, damn.
because he's all into Stan Lee and stuff. But anyway,
He is.
I think that's gonna do it for us today, guys. If you enjoyed the show, feed that algorithm and leave a 5-star review on your podcast app. Be sure to include a cocktail emoji for Brian since he can't be here. Oh, and yeah, you can follow me at stevie.kicks on Instagram, sometimes on X. Gentlemen, let the listeners know where they can find you. John?
Pair_annoyed on Instagram.
Luke?
The same, and Left Coast Avenger on Instagram. Haven't said that in a long time.
Oh, and yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do you a favor here and plug. You're having the annual sale, right? Of all your stuff.
Oh yeah, I did a little spring cleaning over the weekend. Got rid of some items, and I got to throw the rest up. Yeah, next weekend or something like that. So
Cool.
stay tuned for some random shiz.
And Raimi, where can listeners find you?
You can find me saying happy birthday to May.
Happy birthday, May.
Happy birthday, May!
Woo.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you to our Suit Up patrons and our executive producers. And thank you again for listening to episode 171 of the Dad Bash podcast. Be sure to tune in next week for episode 172. And until next time, enjoy your spice responsibly.